Evidence that New York may finally be past the peak. Governor Cuomo today reporting 507 New Yorkers have died from COVID-19 in the past 24 hours, and that is down more than 100 people since Friday. Also, the total amount of hospitalizations also continuing to drop. And Governor Cuomo today revealing the state's going to launch wide-scale antibody testing this week. He also wants to expand diagnostic testing, but the governor says they need federal support to do that. So here's where things stand now. In Connecticut, nearly 18,000 people have been diagnosed with COVID-19. That includes more than 1,100 deaths. In New Jersey, more than 85,000 have been diagnosed, with more than 4,200 people dead. And in New York, more than 242,000 people have tested positive. Nearly 14,000 people have now lost their lives during this pandemic there. Our team is covering every angle for you. We start with the breaking news from Midtown. Several people under quarantine at a hotel have died, and this happened at the Hilton Garden Inn on 37th between 8th and 9th. News 4's Checky Beckford is there. What happened here, Checky?
Hi, Adam. We know that 2 men died yesterday, according to a law enforcement source, and then another man died this morning here at the Hilton Garden Inn on West 37th Street. We're told that the 3 men, again, 3 men in total, 2 that died yesterday, 1 that died today. It's not clear if the victims ages 42, 64, and 70 were positive or negative for the coronavirus, nor is their manner of death. City officials have said in past weeks that they were placing recovering patients, the homeless, and healthcare workers into vacant hotel rooms. Thursday, Mayor de Blasio talked about the ramping up of 11,000 more hotel rooms to use for quarantining those who live in overcrowded, multi-generational households.
There are many people in multi-generational homes, particularly in lower-income communities, that just don't have a lot of space. And if there is a threat that someone might get infected in the home and it might spread amongst the members of that family, we have to guard against that.
Now, that initiative the mayor is speaking about set to begin on Wednesday. Now, we did reach out to the mayor's office about this particular case here with these 3 people who died at this hotel, but we have not heard back yet at this point. We're live in Midtown. Checky Beckford, News 4 New York.
Okay, Checky, thank you. Now, the other big headline tonight is about testing. Governor Cuomo says he's ready to ramp up testing in New York, and I can start with the test that's really critical if you want to restart our economy. News 4's Adam Harding, live for us near Mount Sinai, with the governor's plan on that front. Adam.
And Adam, we still don't know the timeline of when the economy will be reopened, but we know as more hospital sites like the one behind us continue to go up throughout the city and the state, we now know the number of hospitalizations appears to be on a downward trend. And now the governor is opening up about new plans to begin antibody testing. Those will begin in a matter of hours. Tonight, encouraging news from across the state in the fight against the novel coronavirus. The infection rate is slowing, but the state could soon see the full scope of the virus as it begins antibody testing in the coming days.
This will be the first true snapshot of what we're really dealing with.
Today, Governor Cuomo toured the Long Island testing lab, saying New York will begin what he calls the most aggressive statewide antibody survey in the country starting Monday. It will give a better picture of just how many were infected.
We're going to sample people in the state, thousands of people in the state, across the state, to find out if they had the antibodies. That will tell us, for the first time, what % of the population actually has had the coronavirus and is now, at least short-term, immune to the virus.
The governor says it appears New York is past the high point with hospitalizations down, but the death toll is still growing. State Supreme Court judge and former city councilman Noak Deer died early Sunday after contracting the coronavirus.
Just the idea that he's not here anymore? It can't be real.
Former State Assemblyman Dov Hikind was a longtime friend.
When it happens with someone that you know all your life, boy, does it have an effect on you. Boy, do you realize how serious you have to be about separating yourself from people. This is the new reality for the time being. And everyone out there, take it seriously.
And as for that testing that begins tomorrow, that antibody testing announced today by the governor, we understand that tomorrow some 3,000 tests will go out through that lab. Meantime, as other states prepare for a potential surge in coronavirus cases, New York is offering the assistance with those critical ventilators to states, including Massachusetts. We're live tonight in Harlem. I'm Adam Harding, News 4, New York.
Okay, step in the right direction. Adam, thank you. Well, the nice weather today made it really challenging for people to stay indoors. Here's a live look at Coney Island, one of several spots where people would normally spend a beautiful spring day like this. But city leaders are instead urging